So I said, how to get more people to want to buy your stuff versus how to get strangers to want to buy your stuff. So how to get strangers to want to buy your stuff, 1. All right, so 9 steps. How I figured this out, why lead magnets are important. There's a little spoiler for you. What and who, how to deliver, how to solve it, name it, make it easy, make it good, create the next steps. So I was trying to get leads for a webinar because I was told by a mentor, I'll do that. And so I spent all this time trying to make this webinar and spent money advertising it after like 8 weeks of trying to make this work. But what I did get is I got a bunch of emails of people who opted in and never actually watched the thing I spent 8 weeks trying to build, right? And so then I was like, well, shit. So I reached out to all those guys and was like, hey, want to hop on a call? And I ended up closing those people. He's like, here's how I ran the retargeting campaign. He's like, here's the ads, here's the targeting, this is where I lent them, here's the amount of leads I got, and here's the money I made. And I was like, oh my God, this is so much easier than a webinar. I was like, shit, I can do this. And so then I went up because I made a little bit of money from the email opt-ins that I'd sold to try it again. And I just did a screen recording. I had 212 people who signed up in a month. I was like, here's the ads, here's the landing page, here's the scheduler, this is the script we use, here's how many we sold, and here's a picture of the gym owner like this. And if you want us to do that for you, let us know. And then the leads started pouring in. And so the big lesson that I had there is that my specific avatar, for whatever reason, or at least based on my skill set, I was able to get them to watch a case study around this specific thing rather than some really long webinar. If you're not getting enough leads, it's usually the lead magnet isn't good enough or attractive enough to your ideal audience. And the bigger and the juicier the carrot, the more people want to jump across to your side and give their information and say, I'm interested. The lead magnet is a complete solution to a narrow problem, given away at a significant discount or free to attract ideal customers. So then a percentage of those people then consume the thing and say, man, this guy's pretty good at this thing. I can help you solve a much bigger problem in this way. And now we make our core offer. And now we make it to a high trust group of people and we have a significantly higher take rate on it. A simple visual for you is if you had a bar or a restaurant and you gave out salty nuts for free, I just want to say salty nuts. And this is like if I can imprint this on you. The person who pays with their time now is more likely to pay with their money later. So there's 3 types of lead magnets. So type number 1 is a type of lead magnet that reveals a problem. All right, the third version is where you give away one step of a multi-step process for free and the rest are charged for. All right, third is that you can use services, and fourth is you can use physical products. And so they looked at it, they made some notes, and all they did was they chopped the first 5 seconds of the video and basically just redid the first 5 seconds of the video. You have to create next steps. So do not be clever, be clear. So now you know how to engage your leads by creating a lead magnet.